Hey, what's up everyone? This is Snackbox. Hope you all have a great Monday. Guys, we pulled our first legendary champion on the free-to-play account and we got lucky. Before we start, make sure to like and subscribe, and now let's get back to the video. So, the champion that I'm talking about is Visix the Unbowed. Now, if I would pull this champion on my main account, I would probably be sad and cry. But on this free-to-play account, this early, she's absolutely amazing. And the reason why I'm saying I do not want to pull her on my main account is because she's not so good in the end game, but also she's a login champion and you will get her on day 270. So she's basically a login champion. 270 days, that's a lot of time. You will pull a lot of shards until you reach day 270. You might already have someone that is doing a better job in what she does. But this early on, this kit is absolutely crazy. First of all, she's defense based. That means you can stack up defense, make her tanky, and she will do more damage with defense, right? So that's already perfect. Then she has this turn meter decrease on the A1, and she's also filling her turn meter. She has a decreased speed, 100% chance if booked, an ally protection, and the provoke and the shield, which she puts on herself to be able to tank those hits from the provoked champions, right? And also, she doesn't need a lot of books. If you're lucky, you can get away with 6 books and she will work perfectly fine. All these skills have a free turn cooldown if booked. And in total, she needs 10 books to be completely booked. So that's really on the lower side of how many books a legendary champion needs. There are really some champions that need like 14, 15 books, and 10 is pretty solid. She has also a pretty strong aura for the faction crypts, and alongside Kale, I can see those two really pushing really far. So yeah, guys, pretty cool champion that early, and I will definitely utilize it. Now, another thing that happened is when we got Visix, we got 650 points for the champ chase tournament. I finished off the rest of it for this legendary book, 4,200 points exactly to get this legendary book, and we placed first. So now we got a mythical book, 6 pieces of mythical relentless gear, and 75 legendary regal masks. So let's collect those. Now I'm already debating if I should use this mythical skill tome as a legendary skill tome on Visix, but I will probably hold on to it because you never know, we still might pull a mythical champion. It still can happen, right? Chances are very low, but there's still a chance. So let's see what we got here in terms of relentless gear, if it was worth it. So let's see. The first piece here, the weapon has accuracy, crit rate, HP percentage, and the red stat is flat HP. So not that great, but accuracy and crit rate can be still very helpful on a champion, right? But it's not that great. Let's take a look at the helmet. Okay, we got speed here, which is pretty cool. We got attack percentage and crit damage, which is nice. Flat attack, not so good. If it had crit rate, this would be an absolute crazy piece. But like this, it's still okay. Let's take a look at the shield. Wow, this one is actually crazy. Speed, crit rate as a red stat, and crit damage. This is an absolutely crazy piece. If it had something else instead of flat HP, it would be a god tier piece. But like this, it's still very, very decent, especially for this account. The gauntlet attack percentage is not so good. The only champion you would want to use attack percentage gauntlets on are like bomb champions, and it doesn't have speed. It does have accuracy, so that's okay, but no speed on it. Pretty mediocre. The chest is flat defense, so this is trash straight away. And flat attack boots. So out of those 6 pieces, we have one very solid piece, which is the shield, and we have 2 pieces that are kind of okay. Now, we also got the legendary regal mask and we can actually craft at least an epic relic here. So let's start off with the other regal masks here. Maybe we can get something good. Okay, we got a rare Rod of Blasphemy. This one is actually pretty bad. Now let's see if we can hit the legendary and what we will get here. I think most of the epic ones are actually pretty decent, especially that early on a free-to-play account. But if we hit a legendary, that would be absolutely amazing. So let's see. And we got an epic, and it's the Gilded Dragonstone. Now this one is probably one of the worst ones, but I think I could use this on Visix, right? Because she gets a lot of defense here. Every time she gets hit, she will get another % of defense, up to 10%. It has also flat defense as a main stat, so yeah, this could suit her very well. We actually got our first legendary relic from the Tea Party Titan event. We were able to collect the Cat's Gaze because of the 30 points from the Fusion warm-up event. We got those teacup points in here, and that allowed us to collect the Cat's Gaze. And I would definitely use it on my Alice, because I already got the Slayer set on her. The 6-piece bonus gives me 30% of defense ignore. And if I put the Cat's Gaze on her and level this up, she will have additional 14 defense ignore alongside the crit damage. This will be definitely a huge upgrade for her. Unfortunately, I don't have any triangular gemstones yet, and yeah, this will be a really decent upgrade for Alice. Okay, so now we have a relic for Visix. As you can see, I definitely have enough books to book her skills. She has that A3 that unlocks when I ascend her, I think, and that needs 1 book. Then I need 5 books for the A2, and I have 8. So if I get lucky and don't hit a lot of books here in the A1, I can get away with like 6 books, right? So I can definitely book her and make her usable and viable, and she will definitely help me in a lot of areas. So I'm currently stuck in Doom Tower. In Doom Tower Hard, we completed Doom Tower Normal, but I'm stuck in Doom Tower Hard because I can't get past those crazy waves. I'm just not doing enough damage, and I don't have enough control to cycle my skills back and do damage again. So I think someone like Visix will definitely carry me through a lot of these waves. And then I'm gonna be able to push through those stages here and get a lot more rewards, maybe beat 1 or 2 or 3 bosses, and that will help me progress further, right? So there's definitely a return for that investment into Visix. Also, she's absolutely amazing for Fire Knight and just in general for dungeons, because she can control the waves with the decreased speed and the provoke. But also, she's very, very good for Hydra because of that provoke and that decreased speed. That allows you to deal more damage and keep the Head of Decay under control. So I also did a shard pull video on the weekend, and I did pull a lot of good champions, and I did a poll on who you guys think I should 6-star next, and this is what the poll looked like. 183 votes and 52% voted for Toragi, which does make a lot of sense because, you know, he has that provoke and ally protection as well, and decrease attack and puts poison, so he's kind of in the same spot what Visix does, but more leaning towards a clan boss champion. Another thing I wanted to show you is the leaderboard. On Friday, we were actually a month or like 4 weeks into the challenge, and every month, or I think it's 28 days, I'm not so sure how they do it, but it says every month we will get monthly dungeon progression rewards depending on how far we progressed, and that will add a good amount of points to your score. Now, as you can see, the Queen of Hearts team definitely took off. We are leading by 20,000 points, which is quite a lot. I don't know if Team Alice can catch up to that. But let's take a look at the content creator leaderboards. So we have Bront here with a stunning 7,323 points, which is kind of crazy. And then he's followed by Bone with 6,699 points. Dante on the third place with 6,525 points. And we made it to the fourth place with 5,857. So the gap between me and Bront is pretty big. Like 1,500 points is a lot of points. And I actually don't know how he got so many points. But yeah, great job there. We already got tracks with 7 rank 6 champions. A lot of levels in the Great Hall development. I think they just level up everything to 1 and 2. Faction Wars progression. Tracks is already at 353 stars, which is kind of crazy. We are sitting at 224. Then a lot of people are in Gold 5 and Gold 4. I'm still trying to get to Gold 4. We are currently in Gold 3. Never actually made it to Bronze 3 in Tag Team Arena. Bone has the current fastest champion, which is his Apothecary with 280 speed. A couple of people already completed the Nightmare campaign. I'm pretty close. It's only the last stage that is left, and Mortal Macabre is kind of annoying. Then we have people already pushing in Doom Tower Hard, which is also really amazing. A lot of people completed Doom Tower Normal already. Lumi was actually the first one to 1 key Nightmare, also pretty nice. Helicat is definitely a big time carrying clan boss. Then we have people doing a lot of damage in Hydra here. Hell Hades with the 3 million damage in the number 1 spot, followed by Nub Raids with 2 million. The others are doing pretty good as well. Then for the Chimera progress, we have people doing like 16 million damage on normal. Trax is going ham here in Chimera. Pretty interesting. Nub Raids already in Hard 6 Dragon. And also not even that slow. Like 5 minutes is pretty fast that early, to be honest. If you compare that to me, I'm taking like almost 10 minutes for for the stage 2 hard mode, right? So pretty amazing. Ice Golem, we have Nub Raids stage 24. On Fire Knight, people are doing stage 20. And Bone is actually doing it in a reasonable time as well with Cold Heart. Yeah, I mean, that explains it. Now Spider, nobody pushed to stage 20 yet. And Madcapper is pretty fast on the keeps. And then we have Bront already doing stage 20 of the event dungeon, which is also pretty good, because on stage 20, if you get like a good 6-star pinpoint gear or even 5-star, that's really helpful. So yeah, pretty interesting to see how far you can actually progress with only like 30 days in. And this is really amazing. Things like that were not possible when I started playing the game. There was so much less content and so much less stuff to do. No relics, no blessings, no area bonuses. And yeah, that is actually really amazing. It feels way better to start the game now than back then. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it about this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one.